Back with us again. Chloe, you've had the, I don't know if fortune or misfortune is the right word, but gone up against both of these teams today. Who do you think's got the edge here?
Both games are tough. There's two really great teams, but I would go for the Lilians. Their style of play is just so hard to defend, but it's going to be a close one for sure.
It really will be. I thought you were going to do a brilliant job of professionally sitting on the fence for a second there. You backed yourself in the end though. And the Lilian Amazons looked to back themselves early doors, but a forward pass. And these two teams are absolutely stacked. Lilian, well, if you don't know who they are, they're a club in Fiji. A lot of these players have been playing for other clubs and other teams across the series and across Sevens events around the country for the last few weeks. They've come together as their club for this one. It's not quite home comforts, but getting the band back together has certainly done the trick. They've been supreme so far here in Shelford, but so have Shogun. Oh! That is a monster tackle there. How on earth has Bethan Adkins got back up from that one? Her rib cage is in about 5 different counties at the moment. Such is the strength of that tackle. And Shogun still look to come again. There's a couple of hits last night in that first Gallagher Premiership semi-final that had me wincing. I think that one's taken the biscuit so far. That was massive. Shogun, though, are sticking to task. They've come away with the ball well. They've looked to free the hands. The defence, though, is brutal, but the offloading is exquisite. And Shogun are up into that Lilian Amazons half now, spinning the ball on. Another monster shot coming in. The ball's gone backwards and Rampton picks it up. A huge fend from Rampton, and we've seen 2 massive tackles come in, but in the end, it's the fend that does the job. Rampton on Nasiila Silla, and it's Shogun who open proceedings here. When we talk about weathering the storm, Chloe, I think they've not just weathered the storm there. That's about 5 or 6 double-decker buses at 40 miles an hour that were coming in their direction, but they've done well. They've come through, and Rampton's got the breakaway.
Yeah, Shogun were fantastic there. Some great hits coming in, but to keep the composure to finish on the outside there, that's incredible from Shogun.
Oh, unfortunate from Rampton, the Jamaican Sevens international, just clipping the post. But her side are 5 points to the good in this final. And we wanted entertainment. We've had entertainment. We've had bang, crash, wallop, and everything in between. Wonderful start to this game. What have Lilian Amazons got in response then? They're going to look to spread it wide. We've seen the all-court game. We've seen the offloading ability. And we've seen it again there. Desperate tackle coming in from Emma Hennessy. But the referee then gets used as an extra defensive buffer. The offloading is exquisite, and it's an instant response, an instant riposte. And it's Varanesi Coral who goes over under the sticks. And Chloe, you were saying to me whilst we were waiting for this one to get underway that some of the offloading game you've not seen in the flesh for a long, long time. We've seen it again there. Might not be the fanciest offloads we've seen from Miss Amazon's side so far today, but it's by no means less effective.
Yeah, great response from the Lilians there. That's an amazing try. Both teams really going at each other, so excited to see what else we have in store for the rest of this game. What a start.
Unbelievable start. One thing that I hope won't stop the fun is the rain that has decided to join us here. Joined at exactly the wrong time for the players out on the pitch. Fortunately though, Chloe and I are up here undercover just about, as are our camera team. Rampton underneath that one was bracing herself already. She knew what was coming in her direction. And another huge shot coming in on Adkins, but the penalty goes for her. Lassie Seru penalised for not rolling away. I can tell you what, the collisions are brutal. It's been a long time since I've seen players bracing before they've even got the ball. And now the offloading game again, unlucky, unfortunate, and there's bodies sprawled all over the park there. Nailai thought she was away, looked behind her, and there was a desperate Shogun hand reaching out, grabbing the shirt, and the ball is just about lost forward. But this game is moving at breakneck speed. A change made already, a slight delay. It's Liv Harrison that's going to be making her way off the field for now. Big scrum coming in from Lilian Amazons, and Shogun have to go wide. Hennessy is sent sprawling backwards. And it's off the feet, and then there's a daisy cutter that's gone forwards. And a huge opportunity now for the Lilian Amazons. You can hear the whooping and the hollering down below us. That's the British Army side cheering on this Lilian Amazons team. And they're loud. They are very loud.
Yeah, it's great to hear the men's team getting behind the women's there, and just shows the stand of this game as well. Everyone's very up for it, so great game so far.
It's been wonderful so far. There's a decent crowd in watching it as well. The plate final is taking place over on pitch 2, just beyond the clubhouse at the moment. But here come Lilian Amazons again, the wraparound, the offload game. They're back into the 22, and they've got a penalty coming for a high shot. Looking to spread it wide. Now Lai gets it inside. Savu was just short. And now they build again. There's so much space out wide if they want to use it. But Varanesi Coro decides she's going to go herself. Has a brace in the final. And another score. Lilian Amazons doing what they need to do and extending the lead. And Coro has been superb so far at the start of this final.
Yeah, it's been fantastic so far, the Lilians, and doing what they've done all day with the offloads, the interlinking play between them is amazing. So excited to see how Shogun respond here though, because that was still quite a big defensive set, so I'm sure they'll be coming back at them in a minute.
And that was the last play of the half. 14-5 to Lilian Amazons at the break. Shogun with work to do. But as Chloe said, a brutal defensive set to keep the Amazons out for as long as they actually did there. And we saw what they can do on the breakaway with Rampton early doors. Some big players for both of these teams, some real speedsters as well. Zoe Healy, 4 tries in that semi-final. Not touched the ball yet in this one. The likes of herself, Ree Parker, Marmelina, we saw in that first half. So in that first semi-final, Caitlin Lewis as well. So they've got some speedsters that they can unload onto the field if needs be. There's plenty of time to go.
The dyslexics among you, Shogun is actually an anagram of Goshan, and Lilian Amazon is an anagram of Fijian ladies first team.
That was a brutal first half. It's been a brutal day of action. 7 minutes to go in this Women's Elite Cup final. Talk at half-time there, Chloe, that your boyfriend may have stitched you up and tried to keep you up here indefinitely. We'd love to have you staying up here, but if you want to call anyone out, then now is your chance.
Oh, that's too much pressure. There's plenty of people I could call out. The message will be going in the group chat now. Reach out for an ally at some point. We'll see.
Well, it's great to have you with us for as long as we can. Chloe may be back after this one. She may not. It depends how that group chat message goes down. But for the moment, I keep saying that today, I really need to stop that one. But Shogun have found an opportunity, found a breakaway. And it looks like it's Caitlin Lewis on that far side, racing clear under the sticks. The man on the scoreboard has already given them the try before she's even dotted it down. He was that confident. There was one of those earlier in the day that looked like a dead cert before the ball was dropped over the line under no pressure. But the conversion has been added. 14-12 the score, and we do indeed have a game on our hands. Just the start that Shogun needed to this second half.
Yeah, great response from there at half-time. I guess the half-time team talk was successful. Yeah, great way to start off the second half for Shogun, bringing them straight back into it.
Shout out then to Jonathan Hooper, the Shogun coach here today, getting his messaging 100% right. His side trail by 2 in what's been an engrossing final so far. Oh, another huge shot coming in. And now the breakaway comes. Desperate hands clinging on for dear life from Shogun. And what a covering tackle. Caitlin Lewis it looked like, but is it going to just delay the inevitable? The handling for the first time in this final isn't perfectly crisp, and Shogun flexing their muscles at the breakdown. One of the smallest players on the pitch with a try-saving tackle for her side, and then a crucial turnover to try and get out of the proverbial coffin corner here. Substitutions being made. Shogun then are looking to go from deep. Healy is under pressure, but she's gonna get herself an opportunity as Hennessy takes it quickly. Lilian Amazons, hands on the floor at the breakdown. And Shogun trying to find opportunities, and a knock-on, bar of soap in the hands of Zoe Healy. She puts her hand up apologetically. But that's a huge moment in this final, a huge moment for the Lilian Amazons. Shogun, it's been all them so far in this second period. But here now is a gilt-edged opportunity for this Amazons team. In and out, the pressure comes on from Harrison, and initially the referee said the ball went backwards. He's changed her mind. Superb hassling and harrying from Liv Harrison, forcing a knock on. And Chloe, as a scrum half, I'm sure you can appreciate perfect scrum half play like that in defence.
Yeah, that's great from the Shogun scrum half there to get that turnover in a really important area on the pitch. Now we have to see what Shogun can do to play out, as the Lilian's defence previously was pretty tough, but let's see what they can do.
Well, they're debating which way to switch the play. They've gone to Hennessy, and she's had to put in a couple of steps to try and free herself up. Pressure is coming on again. Rampton. Parker is on the field. It's gone over her head, but it's ended up in the hands of Healy. And Healy sets off, skips away, and is up to the 10-metre line. Releases the ball so she can get up and play on, as she needed to get her side back with her. And here goes Hennessy now. Hennessy looking wide. Uli Barry now with a foot race on the outside. A huge fend. The tackle comes in. and the ball is lost forward. We saw Caitlin Lewis with a try saver moments ago. Now it's the Lilian Amazons' turn to do just that. And it looks like it's their number 8, Nasele Sele, making her way back. And actually their confirmation, it was Asinati Nabitu who made that tackle. And for the moment at least, her side lived to fight another day. Tight and tense here. Ball right down in the far corner. So far into the corner that our cameraman is having to zoom in and stretch with every sinew that he's got. And the Shogun defence is doing the damage at the moment. It's keeping the pressure on. There's about a minute to go in this final. They trail by 2, but they have now got a golden opportunity to try and hit the front and secure the victory in this one. Shogun 7 metres away from a score that could see them secure back-to-back cup titles. It's gone out to Healy. She checks inside and goes Zoe Healy. Powering forward, the Amazons down to 6 with a player on the floor. There's so much space out wide, but they've cut back inside. And Shogun, surely now through Anit Zulibari, may have found a way to secure this cup title. 17-14 they lead. There should be time for the restart. But Rampton is going to take every single second that she can. It's either a title-winning try or one last defensive set for back-to-back cup triumphs. And to add to the drama, there's going to be a pause as well, with a Lilian Amazons player down receiving treatment. She fell quite awkwardly with nobody around her, so a disappointing way to end her tournament. We hope that she is okay as well. They've already made that change. And Chloe, both teams have set, so they're expecting there will be a restart here, but this is the drama and the jeopardy that you want from a cup final.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a brutal game so far, but what a spectacle for the women's game today, and a great way to end the day. So I'm sure both teams will still be hungry, despite tired, going into this final minute.
So the kick from Rampton falls short. We will have time for the restart. Shogun in the lead, 17 points to 14. Our clock says that this is the final play. It comes down to this kickoff. Rampton has gone long. She's going to try and force Lilian Amazons to play from deep. They're biding their time, looking for the opportunity in the whip. And the handling is good, but it's gone forward. And that, surely is that. The referee's had a look at the clock. That is the final whistle. Shogun have done it again. 17-14 over the Lilian Amazons. And it's Annette